What's up, Marvelites? Agent M here at FanExpo Canada once again. I'm with my friend Julian Spillane from Assistant Director of Silicon Knights, right?
That's right.
Boom, got that. How's it going?
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just got here and it's already bustling.
Yeah. If you guys don't know, which you should, because we got tons of content on Marvel.com about it, Julian works on X-Men Destiny, the new video game hitting September 27th for Xbox 360, PlayStation 3.
Wii and DS.
Wii and DS.
Yeah.
So it's, you know, you got video games, you're going to play X-Men Destiny. It's pretty fun. It's super cool. Tell us a little bit about the game.
Sure. So it's an action RPG set in the X-Men universe. It's its own storyline, its own kind of spin-off. Professor Xavier is dead, and you play one of New Mutants who have just come into their powers, who are, you know, battling against Purifiers who are trying to eliminate humankind. Yep. You're working alongside both the X-Men and the Brotherhood, and ultimately it's a game about choice. You are a totally new mutant, you're unallied, and you need to forge relationships and allegiances based on your past and based on what's to come.
Yeah, I've played a bit of the game here and there. I just, by my nature, tend to go with whatever the good guys are, but in the game you can choose, you know, the Brotherhood, kind of like taking choices that lead you more towards the Brotherhood or more towards the X-Men. When you play, and it's hard for you to say, I guess, because you're so involved in it, but if you were to just play, where would you go?
I tend to lead towards X-Men and kind of the side of righteous justice as well. What I like about the game, though, is that it's about gray area choices. You know, in the X-Men universe, it's never been about good versus evil. Right. It's moralistic choices based on point of view of the world, right? I mean, the Brotherhood, they're not evil. They've got a view of the world that in some ways is justified, and the X-Men can also be perceived as being naive, and it really depends on how you see the world. You know, is the glass half empty or half full?
Sure. Totally. So the story, written by Mike Carey,
yep.
Right? Mike Carey, X-Men Legacy, and just amazing, amazing writer. How did you guys get Mike?
Really, it was a partnership with Marvel. Activision, Marvel, and Silicon Knights, we all worked together to create the best, coolest story we could. So we said, look, Marvel, you're the expert on X-Men. Who do you recommend? You know, who would you push our way? And they said, well, I mean, Legacy was a fantastic run, and so many great characters were created and introduced. And Mike's really shaped the world in a way that a lot of writers haven't in recent years. So he was just fresh off. He knows exactly what he's doing, and he came in and crafted an awesome story. And then our wizards inside found ways to make it gameplay and tie it in and create a compelling story around it as well, a compelling gameplay experience.
I know there's a lot of characters in the game. There's a lot of X-Men and related characters in the game. Are there any characters that fans who play the game will be like, whoa, how did they make it in there? What are they doing in this game?
Totally. So North Star, right? We got our Canadian mutant, our requisite Alpha Flight member. Yep. We put him in there, because we wanted a diverse cast that haven't been seen in games before, sure. And we wanted to represent faithfully, different characters who would be involved in different situations. Pixie and Caliban as well, both making their video game appearances, and we wanted to choose mutants that made sense, right? So right now, there are mutants scattered over the world. There are some being presumed dead, some presumed missing, and well, who better to search for mutants than the mutant whose power is to find other mutant powers, right? Pixie's got teleportation through her soul dagger, so they make a perfect combo. Yeah. We're introducing some fan favorites as well. Mystique, of course, and Cyclops and Wolverine. Emma Frost is making her first game debut since X-Men Legends 2. And in this case, she fights alongside you, and she showcases a lot of her kick-assery, form. She's got her telepathy, her diamond form, and just, kind of establishes herself as a makeshift leader of the X-Men alongside Cyclops.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Now, my head keeps going back to Caliban being in the game. Is it like old school Caliban, like really skinny and big eyes, or is it like post-apocalypse?
Oh no, it's old school Caliban, right? It's after so again, since we're in a spin-off, it's like elements of Age of Apocalypse with elements of the current continuity. We're on the West Coast, so we wanted to take the iconic visions of all characters. So for example, Mystique's in an outfit that's most similar to the 90s cartoon feel. Okay. Same thing with Wolverine. Cyclops has got a bit of the uncanny tradition put in with some of the blue from the later. So we kind of mix and mash. We want to take the most iconic representation. So for Caliban, the deformed, tiny, stuttering Morlock is what we really wanted to capture. So, this confused, almost innocent character.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I love Caliban, guys.
I know.
Whatever, don't hate me. Cool. The game comes out September 27th, X-Men Destiny, all major consoles. You guys should check it out. Cool.
Yep.
Where can fans find you online?
You can find us at silicon-knights.com. I'm on Twitter as Julian Spillane, Julian Spillane. I tweet about nonsense, inanity, and all things X-Men. So
I like it.
Yeah.
Cool.
Cheers, guys.
Thanks, Julian. See ya.
Marvel, your universe.